ich weiß, was wir machen. Hatten wir nicht noch eins davon? Ja. Okay. Warte mal, sind wir bei der richtigen? Ja, gut.
Boy, I'm stuffed.
Yeah, me too.
Well, now that we ate our fill, how about we have a little chat, man to man?
Huh? You wanna talk?
When two guys eat together, they have a man-to-man talk.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, that's just how it is. Keep it in mind. How are things going between you and Kurumi?
There's nothing between us. We're not like that, and I don't have any feelings of the sort to begin with. Even if I did, it's not like Kurumi feels the same way for me.
Oh, come on, man. You're not being honest with yourself.
Master, you're better off just the way you are. You have me, after all.
What about you, Desuhiko? Do you have somebody in your life?
Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I do. I've got tons of girls hitting on me.
Really?
Yeah. There's the girl at the shop near the station. She purposely touches my hand whenever she hands me change. And whenever the cashier lady looks at me, I can see the lust in her eyes. Oh, yeah, there's also that schoolgirl who blushes at the sight of me.
Jeez, he is so full of himself.
Man, I have so many options. I don't know who to choose.
You say that, but what type of girl do you like anyway?
My type?
Judging from what you've told me, the ages of these women seem to be all over the place. It almost sounds like you don't care who they are as long as they're women.
Well, it's not like it can be just anybody. But I have no strong preference when it comes to body type, nationality, or personality.
So basically, he's saying it could be anyone.
But there are women I'm no good with.
Like who?
Ladies with heavy northern accents.
That's oddly specific. Did you have a bad experience in the past?
It was during my first mission for the WDL. Someone couldn't make it last second, so I was called in to provide security for a certain woman. And she was very, very sexy.
Huh?
She was stunningly beautiful and constantly hit on me. But
he suddenly went quiet. She was so sexy, but what? What could it be?
Ich will wissen, was da... Ich will's wissen.
Was she actually a man?
it wasn't like I checked, but that's not it. That wouldn't be a deal breaker for me anyway.
Ich wusste es.
It's not.
Ich wusste
okay,
es.
Then. Was it because you couldn't do anything?
Yeah, she was super sexy and super beautiful. She was coming on to me, but I couldn't do anything. I was so nervous I completely froze up. A mistake of youth, but one I'll never make again. That whole experience was pretty traumatic for me, so now I'm no good with women who have a northern accent.
I see.
This goes without saying, but you better not tell anyone.
Right. I won't tell anyone if you don't want me to. But is it really that embarrassing? To be honest, I was kinda underwhelmed by it.
Huh? Nothing is more embarrassing than that! What kind of store doesn't take that opportunity? Gah! If I could go back in time, I'd perform an aerial double slap combo on my past self!
Okay. But why did you tell me something so important?
Because you're my man. That means I don't hide secrets from you. It's a rule of mine.
Master, he's like a puppy eager to please.
Gotcha. I promise I won't tell anyone.
Then it's a promise, my man.
I don't think there's anything embarrassing about Desuhiko's story. But I'm happy he shared something about himself that he's ashamed of.
Master, you and Desuhiko seem to have grown even closer.
Ich wusste, dass sie sowas Political Correctness-mäßiges als Antwort geben. Ich wusste es. Und ich wollte es austesten. Hallo Bildschirm.
There's a manual for Amapal. I already know most of the controls, but I should read this. Amapal can be controlled via a special tablet device. Watch the camera feed from Amapal's eyes while you use the key buttons to control it. You can also use the mic to communicate via voice. For safety, the ends of the arms are ball-shaped, but can still be used for actions such as pressing buttons. However, while extending or retracting an arm, the controls for the camera and body do not function. This is to prevent the arm's wires from being tangled when children handle it roughly. It has a load capacity of 100 kilograms and is durable enough to withstand most falls. The sales pitch does say, withstand play with your rowdiest kids and tough enough for an elephant to stand on.
It's exactly as the researcher told us.
Yeah, there isn't much other information.
Amapal ist robust und hat viele Funktionen. Danke. Ich weiß genau, es wird irgendwas sein. Ja, da wäre doch der Roboter total kaputt gegangen. So, nein, er ist robust. In einem Todesspiel der Beweisführung. Ich weiß es jetzt schon.
Oh.
Hä? Wo ist sie? Ach, da. Was siehst du da? Schön. Toll. Denke ich.
This place.
Ich glaube, sie testen hier Roboter. Wie sonst würde man prüfen, ob sie mit hohen Spannungen und giftigen Gasen klarkommen? Ich glaube nicht, dass sie das testen. Glauben heißt nicht wissen. Da haben wir hier alles. Ich glaube, wir haben hier alles. Gut, dann einmal hier lang. Und dort drüben hüben.
Chief Yako was attacked in this hallway. Let's see if we can learn anything. The gory bloodstains are still here. They're from Chief Yako. This is where he was attacked by the hitman. Damn it all! If I'd only gotten here earlier, I could have changed his fate.
Yuma, did you see the hitman's face?
No, not clearly.
Then how do you know it was the hitman?
Because Chief Yako said so himself.
The hitman? Fink, the slaughter artist.
Hey, ich
Also,
habe nicht
the
mal was
knife which was
gedrückt.
used to stab Chief Yako has an F inscribed in it.
Das, nee, warte mal, ja? Ich habe nicht mal gesehen, was es war. Nee. Ist das, oder? Ich glaube, ja. Yako sagte aus, dass der Killer ihn angegriffen habe.
The murder weapon always used by Fink, the slaughter artist.
You know about it?
I did some research after we got that note from the killer. I am still a detective, I suppose. He uses his knife to prove to his clients that he committed the murder. Setting that aside, don't you think these blood stains are unnatural?
You're right. There are some strange marks, like something brushed against it. Considering the chaos at the time, I don't think it's odd for a mark like this to be here.
Look closer. This mark appears to have been made with someone's bloody fingertip.
Is it a dying message?
Could the chief have done it? Was he trying to tell us something?
No. It's more like he was trying to reach for something, rather than write out words.
What could he have been reaching for?
Master, maybe it's that houseplant over there.
Ja, ich glaube jetzt eher nicht. Also, nach dem Kübel vielleicht. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass er die Pflanze zu sich holen wollte. Er hat was
Maybe
reingeworfen, ha?
there's something about this plant. Oh, Vivia! Something's hidden behind the pot! A photo and a map?
Okay.
Isn't this the map of this lab?
Irgendwie habe ich gerade das Bedürfnis, Silent Hill zu spielen. Ich weiß auch nicht.
A map? Why would there be a map here?
As for the photo, I have no idea.
Und da haben wir das Motiv. Sehr gut. Sie hatten Laborkittel an, also wird das irgendwas mit dem Typen zu tun gehabt haben. Und das natürlich, also der verschmiert ist natürlich Jakko. Was man auch so ein bisschen hinter den Blutflecken zum Beispiel ganz oben sieht, dass das also seine Wuschelfrisur ist. Ja.
The photo shows a young man and a woman. The woman looks like she's wearing a lab coat. Is she a researcher here?
Und sie ist gestorben wegen dem
The
Typen.
man is covered with blood. I can't see his face very well.
Entschuldigung, wegen des Typens.
You keep staring at that photo. Did you fall in love with the woman? You really fall for every girl, huh?
I'm just checking for clues.
This is a clue? You don't know the connection between the case and this photo?
I don't. But it has to be a clue. This bloodstain was made by Chief Yakko as he tried to hide this behind the pot. He left this clue and made sure the culprit didn't find it.
By using the last of his dying strength?
He's not dead!
Natürlich nicht. Ein Grundriss des Labors. Er war hinter einer Zimmerpflanze versteckt. Ein Foto eines jungen Mannes und einer jungen Frau. Woher wissen wir, dass es ein Mann ist? Vielleicht ist es eine Frau mit kurzen Haaren? Okay, dann hier weiter. Oh. Ah, das war der andere Ausgang. Okay, sehr gut.
So, what room is this? It seems to be locked.
I told you, it's just storage. They keep it locked up because there are some confidential documents inside. Among us researchers, we treat it as perpetually sealed off.
Well, unlock it right now. We need to see if the detectives are hiding inside.
The only key is held by the Peacekeeper's director.
What? Director Yomi has it? Aren't there any other keys?
No, the Peacekeeper's director personally manages this area, so he has the only key.
I see. Guess we don't need to look inside. This conversation never happened.
Right.
Yomi, Direktor der Friedenswächter, besitzt den Schlüssel zum Lagerraum.
Only the director has the key to this room?
There's gotta be some kind of secret here.
Right, let's take a look inside. From From the look of it, it seems like ordinary storage space.
The files lining the shelves appear to be mostly old research logs.
Everything else is just junk and experimental tools. Guess this has nothing to do with the incident.
Nothing here seems to pertain to homunculus research or Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Huh? How do you know that?
There's a section with a missing file. He probably already disposed of anything he didn't want others to see. The secret we're looking for won't be here anymore.
So, the evidence has already been destroyed. After we finally found the secret lab, too.
Huh? There's a folder on the desk. The desk is covered in dust, but the folder isn't. Amaterasu lab map. Huh. I guess it's a map. But it's empty inside. Hey, maybe the map we saw outside could have been taken from here.
But why would it be left out then?
There's nothing else here. Seems like we weren't able to find anything of note. Sheesh. I was hoping this suspicious experimental lab would have a hidden passage or two.
For now, let's finish our investigation here and go to another room.
Such a pain. But I guess we have to.
Ein Teil der Akten im Regal fehlt, was andere nicht sehen sollten, wurde bereits entsorgt. Okay.
By the way, what made you suddenly decide you wanted to take part in the investigation?
Didn't I just tell you why? There's no mistake that the truth you seek is dangerous, or peace and quiet may crumble away. But I remember the chief's words. Beyond the truth, may be something far more important. I must see what it could be.
Sheesh. I don't get it. What in the world is he talking about?
Tell me why. Entschuldigung.
I'll find out for you.
Da ist nichts mehr. Wir können gehen.
I think that's about it.
Gut, dann tschüss.
I think I've checked everything I could.
I knew it. You didn't get any clues for the case.
We have learned a lot here.
What?
But what did we learn?
That's all I can do to help. After all, I'm more interested in the story than the truth. I think we should return to our bodies soon. There's not much time left.
Oh, then I'll go back too.
Fertig. Gut. Dann auf zum Körper.
Hey, you're back. How'd the investigation go?
Well, I managed to get a lot more information thanks to Vivia's help.
Whatever, just tell us what you found. We don't have time.
Sure.
So nothing you found leads us directly to the culprit. Oh, damn.
Yeah, sorry.
If only we could get a glimpse of Dr. Weska's computer.
What could we learn from that?
The security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer. If we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the lab.
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log onto the doctor's computer to see what's inside.
Yuma, you were in the doctor's lab. Why didn't you check his computer?
You cannot touch anything while using spectral projection. So obviously, we couldn't mess with a computer either.
Well, why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room and make him order the others to do it?
Don't be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all-powerful like that. It cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me when we were using spectral projection.
Master, I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
Merkmale der Geisterform wie von Vivier erklärt. Es gibt mehrere Einschränkungen.
Since it can't be done with spectral projection, someone has to go back there and look at the doctor's computer, right? That's basically jumping right into enemy territory!
This is bad. His heartbeat.
Are you serious? Is the chief gonna be alright?
Don't just stand there!
Right.
Chief, please stay with us! It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
No! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone! Chief Yako, Halara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Vivia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone!
To be honest, even if you want to go to the Mystery Labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
Hey, Master. You've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to handle this by yourself? You may be a trainee, but you're still a detective. Try to save everybody on your own without asking for help.
Save them all on my own?
Nah, I guess you're really not that type of person, Master. I'm just teasing ya.
Yuma, what's wrong?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer. We have to find the final clue.
Wow.
Wait, are you heading in there as yourself? Do you know what you're doing, Yuma? It's
Yeah.
all over if you go out there and get caught.
Thanks to our investigation while in ghost form, I have an idea where the peacekeepers are located. Now is our only chance before Yomi comes back with more peacekeepers.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. We have no choice but to leave it to Yuma. The doctor's computer should have the security log and other important data hidden inside.
Right, I'll see to it.
I shall join you. That way, if you get caught, I can use my forte.
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for when everyone is in danger. I'll be fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy, right? It should be saved as a last resort.
All right.
I'll stay here as well.
Why? You should go.
There is nothing for me to do. Besides, even if we found the truth, it would not improve the situation here.
So you're just gonna give up? You gotta be kidding! Fine, I won't waste time asking you anything anymore. Just go to sleep or whatever. Yuma, you're our only hope. Show him you're no longer just a rookie.
Right. I'm heading off now.
Master, you're acting pretty cool.
I am a detective after all. Well, a trainee one.
Seems like my training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the clumsy girl's time rewinding power, you should probably keep that in mind too.
Huh? Why?
It probably has nothing to do with the case. Just a feeling. You know, just in case.
Sure.
Fubukis Pforte kann die Zeit zurückdrehen. Sie wurde während der Kontrolle von Amapal verwendet.
Alright, let's move carefully so the peacekeepers don't spot us.
Okay. Dann versuchen wir das mal. So, hier ist niemand. Oh. Doch, da ist jemand. Oh, da ist jemand.
Master, they'll spot you if you go that way.
Hä, aber auf der anderen Seite ist ja noch mehr. Wie soll ich denn da... Kann ich da abbiegen, ohne dass er mich sieht? Okay, gut. Dann hier lang, weil anders geht gar nicht. Hä? Und dann sind wir schon da, wirklich? So einfach?
I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more peacekeepers up ahead. I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
Ja, das ist jetzt schwierig.
What if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
I knew it. There are still some peacekeepers. But once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
How are you going to get past them?
I just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible. Master, you gotta make sure you don't get clumsy.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the... All that's left is to check the computer.
Yuma. Oh.
Who's there?
Oh no!
Jeez, I told you not to get clumsy.
You're that terrorist detective. How did you get here?
I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the Mystery Labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet! I have to do that before going to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Then what are you gonna do?
What
Vivia?
do I do?
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the map?
Na also. Mein Held.
Sheesh. What a pain. I want to die someday.
Vivia, you came to help me?
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me.
Also ich möchte jetzt nur mal anmerken, ich habe nicht Cop Magnet verstanden. Was ich verstanden habe, überlasse ich eurer. Also, naja.
You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer. Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now. It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
No one could enter this room. so he didn't need to set a password.
Time to check it out. Let's see. Security log, reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log. So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since, so... That means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
90 days?
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
Aufzeichnungen zeigen, dass das Sicherheitssystem vor einer Stunde deaktiviert wurde. Das letzte Mal wurde es vor 90 Tagen deaktiviert.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in!
Der Täter war einfach mit da drin.
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room. There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here. It's the perfect, impossible crime.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus, the mystery deepens. Mysterious.
It's not over yet. There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it. His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person. One message is fairly recent, too.
Ich kann nicht lesen. Ah, jetzt kann ich lesen. Okay, oh, Gott sei Dank kann man Backlog angucken. Oh, Gott sei Dank. Von Doktor. Doktor, wir haben Probleme. Jemand hat unseren Deal aufgedeckt. Du solltest vorerst untertauchen. Von Doktor an... Es scheint an der Zeit, Schluss zu machen. Wir haben schon genug Profit daraus geschlagen. Es ist zu gefährlich, weiterhin Forschungsergebnisse und vertrauliche Informationen preiszugeben. Hiermit ziehe ich mich komplett zurück. Mit diesem Geld werde ich meine neue Forschung finanzieren. Von an Doktor. Stimmen die Gerüchte? Du hast vor, den Kanai-Bezirk zu verlassen? Doktor, sag nicht, dass du planst, die Forschung zu nehmen und davon zu laufen? Ich hoffe, du weißt das bereits, aber du kannst nirgendwo hingehen. Von an Doktor. Was ist los, Doktor? Ignorierst du mich? Ich werde keinen Verrat zulassen. Ich habe es dir schon einmal gesagt, aber du kannst nirgendwo hinlaufen. Pass bloß auf.
This is...
Quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
The doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well, this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca. I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years. But it seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Die E-Mail-Aufzeichnung von Dr. Wesker und unbekannt. Bis vor kurzem bestand ein regelmäßiger Austausch zwischen ihnen.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the doctor. Makes sense.
The doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security. That also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Either he was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade. Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
True, that is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security and murder the doctor? If we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
Oh oh. Hallo Yomi.
What are you doing here?
You again? What are you, anyway? Were you born just to get in my way?
Auf jeden Fall.
Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists. All right, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals, a piece of trash. Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink! What's your name?
Yuma Cocoa Head.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it. Of course, it'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
Shinigami?
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master! We're finally acting like partners! And of course, it's all thanks to my patient training!
To the Mystery Labyrinth!
Arise! Mystery Labyrinth!
This. I see. So this is your true power. Yuma. I knew you were dangerous.
No matter what you say, it's already way too late!
I want to die someday.
Down the rabbit hole we go!